So I thought I'd do an update video. It's been a little while. Um, I'm no longer at Mercer. I turned in my truck. Um, I am at a new company. I'm a company driver now instead of a lease operator or owner operator. I'm probably not going to do the lease operator game again. I believe I learned my lesson the first time around. Anyhow, you could probably guess. I signed on with night transportation. It's like a night and day difference between orientation at night and orientation at Swift. Swift, when I went to orientation with them originally, they put me in a hotel, or they would have put me in a hotel with 3 other guys in one room. They didn't serve meals except for the first day. They also didn't pay you at orientation. Night actually pays you at orientation. They put me in an executive suite hotel, like a frickin' Marriott. I kid you not. And they actually serve meals and whatnot. I'm actually doing my first load with them today. And I picked it up yesterday, and I picked it up in at the terminal in Lakeland, and I'm delivering it in Mobile, Alabama. The pay scale is actually not bad for a company driver. Between 40 and 50 cents a mile, depending on the range or how long of a load it is. They have a pretty good benefits package. All in all, it looks pretty good. 2 weeks out, 2 full days home. We'll see how that works out. Also, on another note, I quit smoking. I'm doing the e-cigarette thing. It's been about 2 months since I've had a cigarette, and I'm doing pretty good. I'm also focusing on getting healthier. You know, I got like one of these little Fitbit things, and it does my heart rate, steps, calories, all that jazz. It's pretty cool. It works. Trying to get out and walk. Right now it's pouring rain. I'm doing a 30-minute break, and should hopefully get my first delivery off today, and see how things go. As for Mercer, the office people are great. A lot of the drivers I met are good people. A lot of them are toxic. I got a lot of grief when some of the Mercer drivers found my previous videos saying that I was bad-mouthing the company and talking trash, and that I was a failure just because I was a failure and all this other shit. And I just want to put it that I don't blame Mercer for what happened, or I don't entirely blame Mercer for what happened with me, but it did have something to do with it. Their freight is cheap. I have compared notes with people who are at Landstar and people who have their own authority, and their freight is it's cheap. I was averaging about $1.25 a mile at best. Some loads were better, most loads were not. I even hauled one load for them that was 78 cents a mile. And you just can't make ends meet with a modern day truck and a high truck payment at those rates, especially once you start having emissions control problems and doing $15,000 in repairs in a 5-month period when you're only making $1.25 a mile it's not doable. It might have been doable, at a larger company that would help you pay for those repairs to keep you on the road, but Mercer it's not doable. And I know I'll probably get some grief for saying that, but there is a serious cult mentality to a lot of the drivers over there that Mercer can do no wrong. And you say anything bad about the company and you're just an awful human being. Whatever. I'm done with it. Sure, some of it had to do with me, and I was pretty much doomed from the get-go with that truck. But going to Mercer expecting on making, $1.40 a mile, and not even getting within 20 cents a mile of that, plus all the sitting and everything else. It wasn't feasible. I think I actually made overall more money leased onto Swift than I did at Mercer. I had more freedom at Mercer, but I made less money. And at the end of the day, that was the final nail in my coffin, was the making less money part. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to do the lease thing again. If I ever do buy a truck, I'm going to get a pre-emissions truck, and I'm going to get a cheap truck, and I'm going to make sure I'm not making $2,500 a month payments on that truck. But this is just a quick update. I'll update more later, as things progress at night. And so far, I can say I'm impressed with the company. So far, they've made a good impression. We'll see how it goes. The truck I got was a Pro Star. I've never driven one of those. I've done Volvos and Kenworths. So far, it's not a bad truck. It has a mildew smell to it, which, it's an older truck. Supposedly, I'm only going to be in this truck until my next home time, and then they're going to look at getting me a different truck. So we'll see. Anyhow, till next time, drive safe. Keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down.